Hello everyone, thanks for tuning in to today's second video, doing European Outlook for today's second video. So as always on a Thursday, we're having a look at the weather for next week, 10 days in detail across Europe, and I shall get on that for you in a moment. Just to say that first, a video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast. We've got the GWV seasonal update coming to you very shortly, and then there'll be a 10 to 14 there to round it all off a little bit later on this afternoon. Please like, share and subscribe on all today's videos. Thank you so much everybody for doing that. For GavsWeatherVids. Right, we're going to start off the situation across Europe today. So we've got an area of low pressure in the Atlantic. That low pressure generally affecting much of northern and also Western Europe. Meanwhile, high pressure further south is keeping the hot weather going. But temperatures have lowered. If you have a look at the upper air temperatures, we can see that whilst they are still hot, of course, because it's July across the Mediterranean, they have lowered down across many areas. So the extreme heat that we have earlier on in the week, particularly around Greece and into the southeast part of bed, is easing away towards the Middle East. Now, still very hot across many inland parts of Spain, and you see across North Africa, of course, heat continues very much so there. Meanwhile, further northwards, it's a warm scene across many areas with the upper air temperatures, again due to time of the year, but nothing to get overly excited about. So we're going to go here. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. There we go. So, it's precipitation forecast today for Europe. So, most parts of Europe looking mostly dry. Actually, lots of dry, hot sunshine through much of southern Europe, including Mediterranean, 1 to 2 thundery shower close to the Pyrenees. Go further northwards, though, it's a more unsettled scene through northern parts of France, into the Low Countries, and also Western Germany, some outbreaks of rain, and most showering conditions extend up into Scandinavia and back into the UK and Ireland as well. Some heavy showers and thunderstorms in the extreme eastern part of Europe, close to the Russian border. Otherwise, not dry weather actually, but some heavy showers and thunderstorms through the Ukraine and down into the Black Sea. And the temperatures today are shaping up like that. So it's again a hot scene across much of southern and southwestern Europe, but not as hot as it has been. Highest temperatures will be through central parts of Spain, probably into the mid to upper 30s Celsius there. But generally, the temperatures have lowered down into the 30s Celsius with Los Mos sort of mid to upper 40s Celsius, but we have had across some parts of the central portion of the Mediterranean as cooler air has pushed in from the north. Further north and west, it's a lot cooler, of course, through the UK, through Ireland into Germany, looks notably cool. Through there, we have the outbreaks of rain and back into the Low Countries too. It gets a little bit warmer when we go further northwards into Scandinavia, but still nothing much to write home about. The extreme eastern side of Europe, hanging on to the heat there into the southwest of Russia and the east of the Ukraine, and then southwards in towards Turkey too. Tomorrow, Friday, we'll see a low pressure coming in from off the Atlantic into the north and west of Europe. Upper air temperatures look hot across the southern, southwestern part of Europe, particularly through Spain and Portugal. Very hot through eastern parts of Spain again, and of course into North Africa too. Meanwhile, further north and west, the upper air temperatures probably about average, could be a little bit on the cool side out in the north and west as well. Further showers to come. There's longer spells of rain actually through Finland, some very wet weather through there, and showers extending down through the Baltic Sea states of Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania. Further showers through Poland and back into Germany and into northern parts of France as well. More showers coming in towards western Scotland and Ireland as well, although some parts of England and Wales could have a slightly drier day tomorrow. And then going further southwards, actually most parts of Med looking mostly dry, hot and sunny. Again, temperatures in the 30s, Celsius rather than the 40s Celsius, but still very, very hot across most parts of Europe and mostly dry with bags of sunshine as well. And you see that the hottest temperatures across southern central parts of Spain and Portugal, where again we probably will be approaching the upper 30s Celsius, if anything. And then elsewhere from the Mediterranean, temperatures kind of into the low, mid 30s Celsius in many areas. Go further northwards, it's cooler than that across many northern western parts of Europe. Will depend where the showers are. So where we have the longer spells of rain through Finland, for example, could be very cool through there. Temperatures just into the low teens Celsius at best. Some parts of Norway as well. Seeing those temperatures really pay back. Otherwise, it's sort of into the 20s across most parts of Europe tomorrow. Saturday, we'll see low pressure dominating through the UK and Ireland, also over Scandinavia as well. The upper air temperatures again looking hot across southern parts of Europe, and again particularly focused around North Africa and into southern and east parts of Spain and Portugal. Not as hot as back further north and west, but still quite warm if those upper air temperatures elsewhere. It is middle of summer after all. Precipitation wise, again lots of dry weather through southern Europe, most parts of Med looking dry, hot and sunny. Come further northwards, north of the Alps, that's where we run into showers, particularly through eastern parts of France and into Germany, in towards western Poland as well. Some heavy shower possible through there, and back in towards Denmark, could be more downpours there. Up into the Scandinavian peninsula takes us to Norway and some parts of Sweden, some shower possible, and back to the UK and Ireland, further shower likely through there. In the far northeast of Europe, the wet weather across Finland should start to ease away, and the showers through the Baltic Sea states probably starting to ease down as well. Looks hot across many southern parts of Europe again on Saturday. Cooler further north and west, notably so through Ireland and Scotland, and also into parts of Scandinavia. Moving into Sunday, low pressure again remains in control of weather from the Atlantic into the north and west Europe. High pressure from the Azores trying to ridge in towards the west and the southwestern part of Europe. Upper air temperatures again showing a north-south split, so very hot through many parts of southern Europe, but not as extreme as those upper air temperatures and southern temperatures were a few days ago, but nevertheless still into the 30s Celsius, quite widely through the Mediterranean, some places into the upper 30s Celsius. Well, go further northwards about, looks cooler though, particularly into the UK, Ireland, France, Low Countries and Germany, with those upper air temperatures on Sunday. There's further showers and longer spells of rain through many parts of northern Europe, actually all the way from the Ukraine back to UK and Ireland. You can see where the swathe of showers and also spells of rain are. Go further southwards of that, most areas dry through the Mediterranean, that's dry, hot and sunny. Much of France looking dry, hot and sunny as well. Temperature-wise, again, it's hot across the southern part of Europe, including the southeastern corner. I haven't spoken about the Balkans yet, but pretty warm or hot through there between the Balkans and the Black Sea. Out to the northwest again, that is where the coolest weather will be on Sunday. Into Monday, we've got more low pressure developing in the Atlantic. That's going to be heading into northwest Europe later on in the week next week. Upper air temperatures again are hot across the southern part of Europe, cooler further north and west. And precipitation wise, there's more wet weather coming from the UK and Ireland in towards northern parts of France, the Low Countries, and also western Germany, probably Denmark as well. We go further northwards back into Scandinavia. There will be further showers and possibly some heavy downpours through the Baltic Sea states as well. Latvia, Estonia and Lithuania could get big downpours on Monday. Elsewhere, we've got lots of dry weather again through Med, mostly dry, hot and sunny, and most dry, hot, sunny conditions extending up towards France as well. And as far as temperatures are concerned, again, it's a hot scene across much of southern Europe, with temperatures rising into the 30s Celsius on Monday. Cooler further northwest, particularly notably so for Norway and Scotland, where we have those outbreaks of rain. A deep area of low pressure whips itself up into Tuesday, right over top of UK and Ireland. A dartboard low then that will keep the unsettled weather going in the north and the western part of Europe once again. At the same time, the heat perhaps getting a little bit more intense again through parts of Spain and Portugal, particularly central parts. Spain looking very hot with the upper air temperatures there, and generally hot scene across most parts of southern Europe again on Tuesday. Further north and west, well, the upper air temperatures could be quite warm at times with these areas of low pressure, but you don't necessarily realise that. You've got lots of rain. Look at the precipitation forecast for Tuesday. Heavy rain sweeping across the UK, Ireland, northern France, in towards the Low Countries and Germany and Denmark. Once again, further heavy showers, longer spells of rain possible through some parts of Norway, Sweden, and over the Baltic Sea into Finland as well. More showers through the Baltic Sea states too. So much of northern and northwest Europe having a thoroughly wet time of it by Tuesday. Elsewhere, lots of dry weather though through many parts of central southern France, in Spain, Portugal, most parts of it again being dry, hot, and so just one or two thunderstorms kicking off maybe over the Italian mountains. And temperature wise, it looks hot through many parts of southern Europe once again, cooler out to the northwest. Again, notably so where we have those outbreaks of rain. Could be a very autumnal thing start to August on Tuesday. Wednesday, take back low pressure into the North Sea and centre over Denmark. So it implies that much of Scandinavia there's going to be lots of unsettled weather around on Wednesday. We start pulling cool northerly winds for the UK, Ireland and into France as well. At the same time, southern and also southeastern parts of Europe are looking a lot hotter. Check out the upper air temperatures again. Continues to be a hot scene through many parts of southern and also southeastern Europe as well. Maybe getting hotter in the southeastern corner again by the middle of next week. So like the Balkans and the Black Sea, possibly seeing the temperatures lifting back up. So temperatures lifting back up into the upper 30s Celsius maybe. Conversely though, it's a cool scene across the north and the west of Europe, particularly notably so through the UK, through Ireland and into France and the Low Countries, Belgium, Holland, Netherlands, and also western parts of Germany and Denmark too. That's where we're picking up those northeasterly or northwesterly winds. Precipitation-wise, again, we see the extent of the wet weather with this big area of low pressure churning away across the north and west Europe. So anywhere from like western Russia all the way back to Ireland and the UK at risk of heavy showers and or longer spells of rain, maybe thunderstorms mixing too. Once more, we see mostly dry conditions mode through southern parts of Europe on Wednesday. And check out the temperatures again, see how hot those temperatures could potentially be from the Black Sea to the Balkans and through central and southern parts of Spain. Once again, meanwhile, north and west of that bow looks notably cool on Wednesday with all of that wet weather and those northerly winds setting in. Some parts of the UK, for example, probably seeing the temperature only into the mid-teens Celsius at best, and the same could be true through Scandinavia and into the north of France and Low Countries also. Thursday, we'll have low pressure dominating across the north and the west of Europe, so no real changes. Upper air temperatures potentially looking very hot in the southeastern part of Europe from Greece up towards the Black Sea, and also through central southern parts of Spain, Portugal looking really hot with those upper air temperatures there. But conversely, northern and western parts of Europe again looking a lot cooler. Heavy showers and longer spells of rain covering many central, northern and also western parts of Europe. Some of that heavy rain, probably in the form of thunderstorms, beginning to drift a little bit further eastwards in towards the far western portion of Ukraine, for example. Go further south, though, lots of dry weather again through most parts of the Mediterranean with plenty of hot sunshine. Temperature-wise, you see how the heat is surging northwards through the southeast coast. So it does look like turning very hot, actually, Wednesday to Thursday from Greece and Turkey all the way up to the Black Sea and into the Ukraine as well, but at the same time much cooler with those areas of low pressure further north and also further west as well. I'll just run you on to day 10, so that's Friday, still looking very unsettled then. 4th of August in the north of Europe, low pressure is in the ascendancy, and all the way up to Sunday the 6th of August, which is day 10. Yes, it stays cool and unsettled in the north and west Europe with low pressure bringing further spells of rain. Meanwhile, southern and also eastern southeastern parts of Europe, that is where the hottest weather is likely to be. Check out the upper air temperatures, see how cool they're looking in the north and west of Europe, but across southern and also southeast Europe, those upper air temperatures look much hotter. Wow. So that's it, everybody. That's your European outlook for this week. If you enjoyed the video, found it interesting and informative, please can you like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. And we'll be back with more very, very soon for this week's European outlook. That's all for now, and thanks for watching.